The heart is a generator. The voice is the ignition. You are the conductor of the cosmos. You may have heard of Abraham Hicks and the law of attraction, and in there she or they talk about this magnetic space, this vortex of energy. It's where manifestation happens. And if you align with this vortex of energy, you'll literally have access to everything you dream, desire, or want. What if I was to tell you that this vortex is not just some spiritual metaphor, that it's literally a measurable biophysical reality known as the Torus Field? Your heart emits this electromagnetic field that extends several feet outside of your body, and it's shaped like this big donut, right? Yeah, your energetic donut. What happens with this Torus is that when you're stressed out, you're overwhelmed, you're in fear and anxiety, it starts to collapse down, it fractures, and it becomes like an energy suck. It doesn't allow the flow of the energy into your body, and this is literally the blueprint of your body. So ultimately, it filters into all aspects of yourself. But if you are aligned in what we call coherence or harmony, then it expands and it becomes this portal to access everything you dream, desire, want. It's like a powerhouse of energy that surrounds you. Do you know what the key is to unleashing that power, to moving from that fractured state to that expanded powerhouse of energy? It's right here. It's your voice. And what I want to talk about today is the biomechanics of sound manifestation. You ready? Let's go. Let's go into the Torus. The torus of energy, I was referring to it, it's like this three-dimensional shape, big donut. And what happens is that it's a self-sustaining structure. It's not just a random shape. And so in the center, you have this axis, the central axis, where the energy starts to spiral up itself. And it collapses down on itself, and then it expands out of the top like a fountain, right? And so this fountain of energy that comes back and feeds itself at the base, at the other pole. And it just is a constant cycle of energy. What it really is, it's like the blueprint of life itself. You'll find this everywhere. You see it in the cosmos, right? Every galaxy is centered around a black hole, and the black hole is that central axis that then expands out and creates the cosmos, or creates the galaxy. You also see it in the Earth, right? The poles, the north and south poles of the Earth. So that's the central axis of the torus of energy of the Earth. And that creates a field of energy that literally creates a magnetic stratosphere that protects us from the deadly rays of the sun, right? So it's protective, it's a support. It literally keeps us alive. And then you can go into the microcosmic aspect of life, and you look at the atoms, and there's all these subatomic particles that are spiraling on themselves, creating electromagnetic torus fields. And every organism, from a single cell amoeba to a living human being, has this torus of energy around them. If you're stressed out, you're overwhelmed, it starts to collapse on itself, and it becomes fragmented, it becomes chaotic, and it really is like an energy suck, like it's sucking energy. It takes energy to try and keep it expanded, to keep it flowing, and that creates a stress on your entire system, and you bleed out into your environment energetically. But if you are aligned, you're in harmony with yourself, what happens is that torus expands and it creates this generator of life force energy, giving you access to all your dreams and desires. It's like a portal into your human potential. It's fascinating, right? At the center of this vortex, you've got the heart. And the heart is this electromagnetic powerhouse that is 60 times more expanded than the brain and 100 times stronger magnetically. So it expands several feet outside of your body. But the heart is a generator. The voice is the ignition. When you access the healing power of your voice, you're deepening the breath. You're putting awareness and intention infused into your voice with elongated sounds and intentional tones. Your breath slows and these low tones expand. It creates what we call acoustic entrainment, in that the slow breaths, about 6 breaths per minute, signal the vagus nerve to trigger a response to slow your heart rate down. Then your HRV, your heart rate variability, goes from this chaotic, jagged wave state to this smooth sine wave. Literally the physiological definition of coherence. So in other words, your mind, the intention, your breath, that is the basis of the sound emerging, The sound itself, creating these pressure waves, becomes in harmony or coherence with your heart and your soul. Literally, your voice tunes your heart, the most massive electromagnetic field in your body. It tunes it from survival, fight or flight, chaos, anxiety, fear, into harmony. And it expands that torus of energy and gives you access to divine potential. This is not new information. It seems new because science is only now catching up to what the mystics have known for millennia. There's a Sufi master that I often read his works. His name is Hazrat Inayat Khan. And what he talks about is that the heart is not just a pump, it is the sanctuary of the cosmos. How cool is that? The sanctuary of the cosmos is what the heart is. And they call the heart, and you would have heard this name because we talk about the heart center in yoga or in meditation, it's Anahata. And that word Anahata actually translates to the unstruck sound or the unbeaten drum. And then you have Ahata. So there's two types of sound. There's Ahata, which is the sound of two objects striking together. It's the sound of the physical world. Your vocal cords create Ahata. And then there's Anahata, which I talked about, the heart resonance. And this is the primordial frequency of consciousness. There's no physical friction or vibration that's being created. It's literally the baseline creation of life itself. You might refer to it as like the cosmic hum. The human heart is a radio receiver that's designed to tune to this Anahata. But this Anahata frequency is not accessible when we're in stress or fight or flight or fear or bound by the confines of the physical world. It's only accessible when we're in harmony with ourselves. Hazrat Inayat Khan says that if our thoughts, our breath, and our voice align in harmony, then we tune ourselves to the divine. We speak to the aura, the energy, but science calls it the electromagnetic field, the torus. And this torus then is completely dictated by this inner resonance. If your heart is fragmented, if you're not feeling your emotions, if you're stuck in your emotions, you're in these heavy, chaotic emotions like fear, anxiety, stress, overwhelm, grief, pain, shame, trauma, then that's going to impact your torus or your aura. It leads to that fragmented, fractured, chaotic state that is impacted by the world around us. You literally don't have command of your life. You're just at the throes of everything. You are out of harmony. You are out of balance. You are an energetic suck. You are energetically sucking from the universe. You are not resonating with the harmony of the cosmos. You are creating a rift in the divine harmony that is wanting to express through you. When we use our voice, the Ahata, with sacred intention, we build an acoustic bridge that allows the body to resonate with the cosmos, with the unstruck frequency of the divine, the Anahata. Sacred toning, sacred intention of the voice allows you to access this place by aligning the heart in harmony, creating the coherence in yourself, what science has proven, that then expands the torus field to open the portal of your divine potential. What the ancients knew is that you don't create this inner peace, this harmony through force, through will alone, that it comes in as you access the harmony within. So you need to literally be at peace with yourself. When you're at peace with yourself, your heart, your mind, your body, your breath, and your soul all come into coherence. Then that portal expands. You gain access to the divine. There's a lot of information there, but as we know, information is not the answer. The answer is experience and learning how to work with your own instrument. So let's go into a process now. I call this process the Torus expander or the Torus activator, in that we're going to use the voice to activate the power of the heart and create this expanse of the Torus field to open into the cosmos and give us access to our divine potential. It's not just that we're going to make random noise here. We're literally going to expand the Torus and we're going to ignite that field. So do this with me, all right? Sit up straight. Let your shoulders drop. You want to have good posture. You want to have an erect spine because that's the central axis of this torus. If you're collapsed down, if you're hunched over, if your shoulders are up, you're not going to create this flow of energy. And that's why a lot of times when we lie down, we don't do it either. We want to sit up, be ready to receive this vibration of creation that's wanting to move through you. And take both your hands, place them on your sternum, just like at the base of the sternum, right here. So you want to feel that chest plate. We want to tone the sound oh. So you make a circle with your lips and you go oh, because that sound oh is actually associated with the solar plexus, the energy center of the solar plexus, solar plexus. What we want to do is we want to hold right there, and the sound O is related to that. So O, with the lips pierced and creating an O with the mouth. What's going to happen then is that vibration is going to resonate with the chest plate, and we want to feel it resonate the chest plate, the actual physical structure, the bones in the body. And what that does is in turn it vibrates the pericardium, the fluid-like sac that the heart sits in. It vibrates that. And water being 4 times greater a conductor of sound than air is, that sound that we're hearing going to be felt far greater than what we can hear. And that's going to create a vibration or resonance to then move that heart into that coherent state that we spoke about. There we go. Back to the hands on the heart, on the sternum. Letting your eyes softly close. Right? And what we want to do is we want to just tone in repetition. Now, if you're in a place you can't tone, imagine yourself toning or move it to a hum. And that can give you a similar sensation. But ideally, you can create this oh, because it really opens the chest and starts to create that vibration, that frequency, with the intention to open the heart and to bring that conscious energy into the heart, energetically removing. All right, hands on the heart, eyes closed. The sound is oh. Set your intention to open the heart, to expand this torus of energy. So deep breath in. Remember feeling the vibration in the chest, under the hands. Keep going. Vibration then rippling out, resonating out into the torus of energy around your body. Once more. One softly for surrender. And then silent. Just feel the vibrations, observe the sensation. How good is that? You can literally feel the sensations in the body, obviously. And that's resonating out of you. You may have even felt your thoughts fall away. Maybe some emotion could have released, but then created a space. And obviously that was a short little taster of it. I would do that for like 20 minutes minimum. And you can do that upwards of an hour if you wanted to. And wow, it really charges you, really opens you. And there's more to build on from there, but that is a Torus Field activator. It just expands that torus, opens you up, and allows you to come into coherence where you become this powerhouse of energy. You open the vortex to manifestation, the vortex to creation. You gain access to the divine harmony of creation that's wanting to resonate through you. Oh, how good is that? As you work with sound in a healing way, in a conscious way, you start to realize that your voice is the activator of your entire energy system, and that then you will make it a priority to remove the noise externally and internally. It starts internally, and that the noise internally that you feel, you perpetuate externally, and you're looking through your eyes of noise. It's not until you realize that you've got to create inner peace and inner harmony, or a stillness or a silence, that will be your perception of the world, and the world that you live in becomes the vibration that you hold, that you can then understand. You are in command of your life. You are the conductor of the cosmos. The question is, are you going to keep the rhythm? Are you going to stay in time? Or are you going to go off beat and let yourself fall out of time? It's up to you. If you enjoyed that, let me know. Put a comment below. How did that make you feel? What insights did you have? Take that practice and play with it, explore it, see where it takes you. It's a powerful practice, and it's very simple, but don't let the simplicity fool you, because the majority of this work is very simple. The complications live in the brain, and then we think that accessing this higher consciousness or working with sound in a healing way or activating our healing potential is a complicated process, but it's not. It's complicated because we get in the way of it. The mind is the complication. Let the mind go, drop into your heart, activate your voice, and you'll activate your human potential. You want to take it further, we've got heaps of resources. There's online programs, there's retreats. We're doing all kinds of stuff to help bring the sound awakening movement forward, because I truly believe that as we embrace the healing power of our sound, we can change ourselves and ultimately change the world we live in. Subscribe, like, share, comment below. Much love. We'll see you soon.